What's up, everybody? This is Shanti Moves. I'm Larissa Shanti, and on this channel, we breathe, move, play, and connect. Today, we have an awesome little ditty for you. We're gonna be focusing on leg strength and building balance and stability in the body. I will say that if you have a block, go ahead and bring that down to the mat with you. If not, don't worry about it. It's not super essential to this practice. So, if all that sounds good, come join me on the mat. We're gonna go ahead and get started in our child's pose today. So you can take those knees nice and wide, big toes together, and just sink those hips back, arms long, coming down to your mat. And let's just take a few breaths here. Settling into our practice, settling into our body, feeling the hips start to open up, feeling the backside ribs expand towards the sky on the inhales. And on the exhales, feeling the heart soften and melt down towards the earth. On your next inhale, start to rise back up, nice and slow, coming back to a tabletop. So hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, hip-width distance. When you're ready, start to drop the belly, lift the heart, lift the head. And then as you exhale, round the spine, going through a few cat-cows. So going at your own pace, dropping the belly, lifting the heart, lifting the head, and then exhale to round. Let's just do one more. And then let's find a nice neutral tabletop, neutral spine. From here, we're gonna pick our right toes up, turn them out to the side. So the knee here is creating a nice 90 degree, and then your heel is in line with the opposite knee. Toes are facing away from the body. Then as you're ready, you can sink the hips back, coming onto the pinky toe side of the right foot. Just going back as far as feels comfortable on the hip joint. Finding a nice inhale and slow exhale. Inhale, rising back up, nice and slow. Then start to extend that right leg out, toes point forward. Again, heel is in line with the opposite knee. Then start to walk the hands towards the body, hands up towards the sky. Inhale, get tall. On the exhale, right hand down, reaching over with the left. Pressing the hips forward, lifting the heart to the sky. And inhale to rise again. On the exhale, left fingers down, right arm reaches over, continuing to press the hips forward, lifting the heart towards the sky, pressing through the pinky toe side of the right foot and reaching through these fingers. On our exhale, we're gonna pretend like we're playing this big air guitar. So take your top hand, take it down and around, and then on the inhale, rising back up, hands come behind. On the exhale, take a bow, hinging from the hips, looking directly down in front of you to lengthen the back of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Take the hands down in front, slide that leg back in. Lift the left toes up, turn them out to the side, creating this nice 90 degree, heels in line with the opposite knee. Then in your own time, start to sink the hips back. Coming onto the pinky toe side, winging the knee open. Breathing here, just going as far back as feels good for you. Just feeling a stretch is all that really matters. Inhale, rising back up. Start to extend that leg out, turning the toes forward. Inhale, crawling it up, hands to the sky. On the exhale, left hand comes down, reach over with the right. Pressing the hips forward, lifting the heart. Inhale to rise. Exhale, right fingers down. Left hand reaches over, pressing the hips forward, lifting the heart. Breathing in and breathing out. Taking that top hand down and around. Then inhale to rise up. Exhale to bow. Lengthening the back of the neck, looking right down in front of you. Breathing in and breathing out. Take the hands down, slide that leg back in. Start to tuck the toes. On your exhale, lift those hips up and back, coming to your first downward dog. So feel free to pedal out the feet here a bit if you want, getting more into the hamstrings. Maybe give a little yes, no with the head, working into the neck and shoulders. And start to lift your heels, bend the knees, look forward. On the exhale, walk to the top of the mat. Keep the knees generously bent on this first one. Let the head hang heavy, belly can rest on the thighs. Again, maybe a little yes, no. And on your inhale, press through the feet. Start to roll the spine up, one vertebrae at a time. Chin stays close to your chest. Till that last moment. And the head stacks on top. Rolling the shoulder heads back, up and down, palms face forward, finding your mountain pose. Feet are about hip width apart. Just take a moment, press through the feet, get tall through the crown of the head. Then as you're ready, you're gonna start to bend your standing legs, sinking your hips back. I hope they're standing legs. It's sinking the hips back. And then sweep the hands up so the fingertips are reaching out from the shoulders. And then have a look down. If you can't see your toes, try to shift those shins back so you can see them. And then shifting the weight into the heels. Try to pick all 10 toes up. Then draw your belly button up and in, creating a nice strong core. Breathing in and breathing out. And one more, inhale. And exhale, fold forward, lengthen through the legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. Hands on the shins, reach to the crown of the head. On the exhale, take the hands to the earth. Step back to a plank. Hands are underneath those shoulders, heels reaching to the back end of the mat, crown of the head reaches forward, pressing the earth away from you. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower the knees, then lower the heart. Untuck your toes. Start to press down through the pubic bone. Peel the heart up. Hug the shoulder blades together into a baby cobra. On the exhale, come back down. Tuck your toes. Make your way back to a downward dog. On your inhale, you're going to take your right leg up behind you, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, start to bring the knee to the chest, then shift the weight forward like you're coming into a plank. On the inhale, take the leg back again. Then exhale, bring it forward, shoulders over the wrist. Inhale, take it back. Exhale, bring it forward, hover, press, and then try to set that foot down in between the hands. Coming into a low runner's lunge. So, just a little warm up here. You can drop the back knee down and then lift it back up. Or you can just pulse the hips. Whatever feels right. So bending the back knee and then back up, or pulse. Good, then lift that back leg. We're gonna gather some strength here. So start to pull your right hip back, left hip forward, then press down into your right heel, turning on your right butt cheek. Then try to lift the hips up towards the sky a little bit so you'll start to round in the spine.
Then on the inhale, press all the way up, hands up overhead, finding your crescent pose. If you don't feel stable, you can always shift the back foot in or maybe heel toe the front foot out to the side. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward, bend the back knee to lengthen the tailbone, shoulders over the hips. Inhale, get tall. On the exhale, drop your back heel down, spin the toes out, bend the front knee, opening to your warrior two. Check that front knee, make sure it's going in line with the toes. Reach through the fingertips, take a nice big inhale. And then exhale. Try to find some softness here. Softening in the shoulders, in the face, but you're staying engaged in the legs. So pressing down through the pinky toe side of the back foot, ball of the front foot. On your next exhale, start to reach the fingers forward. So you're drawing your ribs over your thigh, and then forearm comes onto the thigh, top hand reaches over the body into extended side angle. Bending the front knee to sink the hips even more if it's accessible. Pressing through the pinky toe side of the back foot, reaching through the left fingers. Breathing in and breathing out. Take the hands down, frame the front foot, spin onto the ball of the back foot. And then sweep it back. Find your plank. On the exhale, lowering down to the belly. Then inhale, finding your cobra. Exhale, coming back down. Tuck your toes. Press yourself back to a downward dog. On your inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend the knee, knee to the chest. Shift the weight forward, shoulders over the wrists. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. Exhale, forward, hold and hover, press the floor away, then set the foot down. And warming up the hip flexors a bit more here, you can drop the back knee and then lift it back up or pulse the hips. Knee comes down and back up or pulse. Good. Now from here, back leg stays lifted. Pull the left hip back, right hip forward, press down into that left heel. You'll start to feel the hips lift towards the sky, rounding in the upper back slightly, feeling that left glute really turn on. Then inhale to rise, hands up overhead. On the exhale, spin the back heel down, open out to warrior two. Front knee is in line with the toes, reaching through the fingers, pressing through the back edge of the back toe. Breathing in. Exhale, finding softness in the face and the shoulders, but staying strong through the legs. Take another inhale. Then as you exhale, front fingers reach forward, ribs draw over that front thigh. Then forearm to the thigh, right arm reaches over the body. Again, pressing that back foot down to the earth. Reaching the right fingers long. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take the hands down to the earth, frame the front leg, spin onto the ball of the back foot. Come back to your plank. On the exhale, lower down to the belly. And then inhale to your baby cobra. Exhale, making your way to a down dog. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Maybe a little yes, no with the head, releasing into the neck and shoulders. Then as you're ready, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. On the exhale, travel to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees, press and rise. Hands come up overhead. And then exhale, hands through heart center. And then mountain pose. Roll the shoulder heads up, back, and down. Palms face forward. Grounding down through the feet. And on the inhale, rising tall through the spine. Here we go, one more time, a little bit more challenging this time. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, bend the knees, sink the hips, sweep the arms, reaching away from the shoulders. Drawing belly button up and in, strong core. Breathing in, breathing out. One more, inhale, and exhale. Just kidding, one more. Breathing in, and then exhale to fold, lengthening through the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, hands come down to the earth, shift it back to your plank. On the exhale, lowering down to the belly. Then inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, back down, making your way back to a downward dog. On the inhale, right leg up behind. Exhale, knee to the chest, hover, hold. Then press that foot down in between the hands. Pull the right hip back, left hip forward, press down through that heel. Feel the right glute turn on. Then inhale, sweep it up. Now we're gonna pulse here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lift, drop the heel, open to your warrior 2. Reach through those fingers, heel, knee is in line with the toes. Strong through the legs, then you're gonna try to pop that front heel off the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. One more, inhale and exhale. Drop the heel down, so to reach forward with those right fingers, forearm to the thigh, left arm reaches up and over, side angle. Breathing in and breathing out. Take the hands down, spin onto the ball of the back foot. Now, start to take the hands forward here. If you have a block, you can use it if you need to. Start to shift the weight into this front leg, keeping the knees still generously bent. You can always hop those toes closer in. Then you're gonna try to lift off. Maybe keep a nice generous bend in that knee. You can crawl up the leg with the hands, coming into a warrior 3 variation. So left hip down, even with the right, back toes are flexing. And then we're gonna try to bend the knee, knee to the calf, then extend back out. Hands can go wide or at the heart, bending, and then expanding. Good, bending and expanding. Good, bend, last one. Open up, warrior 3. Then really bend that standing leg. We're gonna try to drop that back leg down in 3, 2, 1. Good, inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, hands down to the mat. Come back to your downward dog. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, let it go. Still got the other side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it through, hover, hold. Set that foot down. Pull the left hip back, press down into the heel. Inhale, rise up strong. On the exhale, pulsing for 1, 2, 3. Opening up, warrior 2. Checking the balance, checking the stance. Knees in line with the toes. Then pop that top heel off the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. One more, inhale and exhale. Lower the heel down, reach forward with those fingers, forearm to the thigh, right arm reaches over, getting long through that right side body. Breathing in and breathing out. Take the hands down to the mat, spin onto the ball of the back foot. Crawl the fingers forward or use your block. Then start to slide the weight forward, keeping that knee generously bent. Back leg lifts, heel is lifting up towards the sky, but toes are flexing. You can bring the hands to the heart or crawl up the leg, trying to keep that right hip level with the left. And then pulse. 1, 2, 3, last one, opening up. Then try to drop it down in 3, 2, 1. Inhale, sweep the hands high. Exhale, take the hands to the earth. Come back to your downward dog. Whew. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Soften your knees down towards the earth. Start to crawl the knees towards the hands. Then cross your ankles. Sit onto the heels. Roll forward. Feet come in front. Then you're going to take your right leg, bend the knee, bring it onto the left side of your leg. Right hand comes behind, left hand to the sky. On the exhale, find your twist. So elbow to the outside of the knee. You can use these fingertips to really press and lift up long through the spine. If this doesn't feel accessible, you can always hug the knee instead. On your inhales, find length through the spine as much as you can. And then on your exhales, maybe find a little bit more twist, opening that back shoulder, or maybe looking over the back shoulder if it feels accessible. Breathing in and breathing out. Slowly unravel, nice and slow. Extend that leg out. Left leg, left foot comes to the outside of the right knee. Left hand comes behind. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, elbow to the outside of the knee, or just give that knee a little bit of a hug. On your inhales, finding length. On the exhales, opening up the twist a little bit more. Breathing in and breathing out. On your inhale, start to unravel nice and slow. Extend the legs long. Hands by your hips. Press down into the heels of your palms, lifting tall through the spine, trying to take your sit bones off your mat. Then sit them down nice and slow. Try to keep that length in the spine. Hands to the sky. And as you exhale, belly to the thigh. Always can bend the knees as much as you want here. And let the hands fall wherever they land. So maybe they're on the calves, the ankles, wherever. Just holding there. And then finding length through the heart. Length through the spine, rather. Pulling the heart open towards your toes, or drawing the heart through the shoulders. As you inhale, finding length. As you exhale, finding softness. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, rising up nice and slow. Bend the knees, shift down the mat. Hands underneath the knees, and then just roll the spine down. Bring the heels towards your bum, palms down by your side. Then as you're ready, press into the heels, start to lift the hips towards the sky, coming into your bridge. You can lace the hands underneath the body if that feels good. Maybe even tuck the shoulders. And continue to press through the heels and lift the hips. Trying to take the chin away from the chest, lengthening the back of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Untuck the shoulders, release the fingers, roll the vertebrae down one at a time. Knees to the chest. Then reach down, grab the feet coming into happy baby. If you can grab the outside of the feet, that's great. If not, you can grab the insides or even grab the back sides of the knees. And whatever happy baby version you're taking, Draw the knees towards the earth and then press the feet towards the sky. Pressing your lower back down into your mat. Chin tucks to lengthen the back of the neck. Breathing in and breathing out. Gently release the feet. Bring the knees back to the chest. On your inhale, forehead to the knees, final squeeze. And then exhale, relax. Send the legs down to the bottom of the mat. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Do any final movements here that you'd like to make yourself feel a little bit more settled. And close your eyes or leave them soft. Coming into final resting pose, Savasana. Allowing our bodies to melt and rest along with our minds. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Start to wiggle those fingers and toes nice and slow. Maybe roll the wrists and ankles. You can reach your hands overhead for a nice full body stretch if it feels good. Eventually bend one knee, then the other. Roll onto your side. Spend a moment here. And as you feel ready, eyes closed or eyes soft, you can gently press yourself up to a seated position. You're welcome to keep your hands in your lap, or if you'd like to join me, hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra, gesture of gratitude. Pausing here for a moment of gratitude. Gratitude for the practice, gratitude for ourselves. Thank you so much for your trust. As always, until next time, namaste.